So we've got a little bit of time today. I figured we would jump into just a practice draft to think about what this could look like when we get the new set dropping in about a week. Recognizing these are just, using programming that's been put in for 17 lands based on rank or perceived rankings and not with real people. Also, we haven't played with the cards yet, but it's still fun to do. So looking at this, we recognize we have a flip card, which looks really strong, though I'm not super high on black. I think this will still be one of the better uncommons, and then one of the better sieges, battles, Invasion of Moag, put council on your whole team, flip over, and be real useful. All that in mind, I think I'm still on the rare. This just looks super sick. Doomskar Warrior. You can play it on 4, back up your 2 or 3 drop, and do damage to opponent, maybe draw a card off of it. And I think green will be a fine color. It's tough to tell this early if it's going to be a top 2 color versus like, 3rd or 4th, but I'm still fine to go with that. So ideally we'd follow it up with a green card, and we have one of the best or second best probably in the color pair with Overgrown Pest. It's sort of Vorak, but sort of not. You look at top 3, you can get a land or a double face card. It's just a 2/2, not a 3/3. But I still feel like you're going to miss on this infrequently, and it's a reasonable body. If we were not to take that, I think this can be fine. 2 1/1s for 3 mana, but you can flip into something that looks really good in like a blue-red deck. Or maybe blue-black, actually, because they're going to play a lot of spells too. I am kind of high on this little guy, but I don't want to go into second color for a 1-drop common. And I think I might be able to wheel some of these, and they could be cute if we have, some good creatures to bring back, maybe, like the land cyclers, but I think we're on a pretty easy pest here. Okay, so we're likely going to take this Ghalta and Mavren and just hope to do green-white. So it's a good potential second color for us. I think this Saga is going to play, all right, lock them in for 2 turns. You get a flyer that's about on rate, they gain 4 life. You get a 2/3 flyer for 4 mana. But I don't think we're going to ever really take that over the Ghalta and Mavren. I don't mind this in an aggressive leaning deck, like red-white or maybe like red-green, but I don't think we're going to take that over this card, which just says have creatures and attack. Attack with this one to make our big creature make a lot of 1/1s. Yeah. Okay. So with that in mind, I don't think I'm going to take a 2/2 double strike for 2, because there's not much first strike in the set. I don't think I'm going to take this. I think these will both play better than expected given their mana costs. But I think we'll take a 1/1 that can do some cute stuff. We can put a counter on a creature that maybe already has a counter, or set up a better attack, and you can move that counter onto this creature. So for curve considerations, I think we go there. So this is kind of interesting. So I think this could be all right, but it's not quite where I want to be. In this type of deck, we're trying to be a little more aggressive. This might be a grindier type of card, but it's second pest, which really opens up a lot of cool stuff versus first Invasion of Zendikar, which opens up some potential splashing, or it can just ramp to this Ghalta. This is tough because this doesn't really affect the board. And we'd love to have like 2 and 3 drops that we can carve into this warrior with. I think I'm still going to take it over the pest, but I think we'll probably know within a week or 2 if that's right or not. Okay, nothing in our colors here. Nothing imminently splashable. We were green. This one we're not going to do our equipment, and green-red probably. I think I can get splashing our way, so I don't want this. I'll probably just take the uncommon for upside, but I don't think this is where we're going to end up. So I'll move it down for now. Okay, so we are seeing another one, but I do like this little guy. I think you can play it early and you can put counters onto it, use a trick if you need to, and then on turn 4 or 5 potentially. It's a reasonable body, so good place to put mana. Happy to take that. If we're talking about potential splashes with the Pest and Zendikar, I think we could do a lot worse than Invasion of New Capenna. So it comes in and it, sack this creature to get rid of something else of your choice. And it's also an artifact. We may have an artifact or two just hanging around, but it's reasonable. Now, is that better than a 2-drop? Where our curve is, maybe. I'm not super big on this one. Just feels, yeah, you get flying, you might go seeing him, but there's a lot of reach, so I'm not super jazzed about that. And then that is a reasonable mana sink on a 2-drop later, so it's good early. This is more of a blue-white card with the Knights. And I'm willing to speculate on the power of that. Okay, so nice. I don't think we need one of these, but I think I'll play this regardless, especially with some battles. You may be able to play this into turn 3, and then play like your Invasion of Zendikar and just attack it down turn 4. They don't have a blocker, but and then if you're facing a blue or black, I mean, that's just fantastic. So I think we take that. You could convince me to speculate on this just for the land cycling, but I'm going to go there. Okay, another 1-drop. I want to play that. Might play the Hopper. I don't think we're going to play that. Okay. So now what do we have here? Actually, can I... Let's zoom in just a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So it's probably going to be one of these uncommons, rares. So I think this guy's pretty good. 4 mana 4/4 is reasonable, and then you can flip it on the next turn, and it makes these little like Bond Wardens attack as 5/5s or whatever. That's pretty good. Is it better than Invasion of Ixalan? So enters battlefield, top 5 cards, a permanent card from one of them put in your hand, rest on the bottom. So that's reasonable for 2 mana. You can tack it down for 4 and you get a 4/3 when you cast a spell. So if we have some stuff we can do at instant speed, it's pretty good. We don't really have much instant speed stuff. I mean, I guess we have like the Moloch, but I don't know. I'm willing to say this is probably a little bit better given where we are right now. Okay, so now we have something else to ramp into, and it is Mommy, Elesh, Norn, Grand Cenobite. Yep, okay. We have 2 things to really ramp in. Oh man, they're really testing us here. So we've got Invasion of Zendikar plus Pest. Could open up an Atraxa, which would just be super silly. I'm not sure if we need to go quite that deep when we have like a very good 2-drop or another Invasion of Ixalan here. We might just hope to wheel this Atraxa. It's going to be tough for other decks to play it. And I think we just say we already have 1 to 2 battles. We want earlier stuff to... I'm really looking at one of these two. I think I'm going to take the Negotiator. Okay. I'm not thinking this one will be very good. I mean, yeah, you can maybe flip it, but you have to have permanents to bring back. And then if that happens, you might still be on a semi-stall board, but I feel like it's either super cute splashing this, which I don't think we want to do, versus a 2-drop. We're doing okay. Versus a nice 3. I think we'll take the 3 and just look for getting a couple more 2-drops in other places. Speaking of a couple more 2-drops, I think this one, when you can set up the flip where they don't have open mana, you can have your 2/2 turn into 2 3/3s basically. I think that's worth it given what we need for curve and maybe some ramp and later game stuff. Okay, speaking of ramp and later game stuff, playing cycling to keep us moving or play this late, yeah, this is where we want to be. Okay. Fins, we don't have a fight or bite spell yet, but this is in our saga that could be worth it. Because you get a body, 2/2 Vigi for 2 is basically what this is. This has the backup rider, which is nice. I see the intervention, and it's cute, and I see the war story, and that's fine, but I think we take the Invasion of Belenon there. Okay, we aren't really interacting too much, so I think we've got to take this Cosmic Hunger over a Renata. Okay, we've already got 2 of these Bond Wardens. I think we just take the 3-drop that can attack battle as well. I'm going to kind of put this over here for battles and... Okay. Potential splash. We don't have much to target here. I don't think it's worth splashing this for a balance turn 0 okay card. I don't think we're splashing this either, though we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards that flip, but I don't think it's the great splash. This is a 2-drop that might also be able to pick off an artifact or enchantment, so we'll take that for now. Yeah, we're going to do it. We'll get the Atraxa in there. In that case, we need to stay alive, so we'll take a Thespian. Nice 2-drop that can surveil, and then once to twice. Those are whatever. It's whatever. We're not going to splash that. We're not super deep on the Phyrexians. Okay, here we go. So, we are probably just going to be happy to get a Shanna. We're in the colors. We have a reasonable amount of creatures. We don't have stuff that makes double bodies, with the exception of this Guardian on transformation, but I think that's still fine. You could, if this were not here, you could maybe even like defend the land if you're not going to take the Chomping Kavu, but I think we take the 2-drop in our colors and be happy about it, and then we double down with another 2-drop. We're doing some counter stuff, so we've got Bond Warden ×2. We might not play both those. Negotiator with backup. Sentinel with backup. There's a Incubate. There's a backup there. We didn't get the Moag, yeah. Okay, that's fine though. We'll still take a 2-drop in our colors and be really happy about it. This is really good, but it's double red. It's probably the combat trick over trying to like splash this spell shaper because we don't have many spells. Probably over splashing that. Yeah, that's fine in your time, but yeah, I think we just take our interaction and move on for our lives. Okay, yeah, I think we're down for a Skittering Surveyor, especially with the Atraxa and maybe this Invasion of New Capenna. And we're taking it over, what, like a Kite Sail or maybe a Terror or a 2-drop? Yeah, okay. Could defend the Jungle Hollow. We'd probably just take a really good 2-drop over it, though. Okay, at this point, could defend the Timberland Ancient. We're cycling to help us hit our land drops. I think we'll take this Angelic Intervention. Really nice to keep like a Hermit or a Warrior alive, Intercessor alive potentially. Maybe something we flipped. It does do counters, which we have some synergies with. We're not targeting enough for this Tiller of Flesh, I think. We only have 3 cards that, 3 spells that target. If we had 1 or 2 of the land cyclers, I might really jump over jump on this escort. As it might just be the bowl slinger as a way to help push through. Oh man, okay. So this is great. We don't have like a scroll shift or anything to blink it, but it's Honey Mammoth at home, gain 5 life, incubate 5 Phyrexians, which we have a few get reach. Yeah. Speaking of scroll shift, I still don't think we take that over a Chomping Kavu. I think it's going to be one of the better green commons in many other colors. We don't have a god or demigod that I'm aware of. No. And we don't have any auras or interaction. It's all instant speed. So yeah, we'll take the Kavu. Rotten Tail's cute. I think I'll just take another one of these though. And we're not even gonna. Whatever. I don't think we're playing this, playing that. Maybe another one of those. So we're at 32. What do we want to do splash-wise? Do we have enough creature types that overlap? We have a decent amount of Phyrexians, it feels like. Actually, don't overlap as much as I would like. So, probably not going to splash that. Probably just going to splash the Atraxa off of Surveyor, sort of Pest, and then Invasion of Zendikar. I think that'll be fine. And then also helps us ramp to get to these two. Okay, so I'm gonna put like our bombs over here. Sagas. We have Mana Sink later with like the Duneshaper, Guardian, Hermit. Those are pretty good. I don't think we're gonna play this under the gateway here. So it is interaction of sorts. Since I don't think we're cutting any of these twos. They all seem good to very good. It's a little tougher, but I think we could potentially still make it happen when we transform. So I'm probably gonna cut one of those. If we were loading up on ones and twos, then maybe you keep this Halo Hopper in there as a free spell, but I don't think so. So we're at 28 right now. Okay, I'll put these back in for curve considerations. We're only attacking 2 battles, so I don't know about this War Story. It is a 3/3 for 3 with reach, though. And maybe that we actually cut a 4. And we probably want Chomping Kavu over Bolaslinger. That's what I would say. Yeah, okay. What's our creature count? 1, 2, 3. I'm going to say 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Kind of say 9. 22. Probably cut a. We're probably not able to cut either one of these or those. Cut a War Historian. Yeah, I'll probably cut one of these Bond Wardens, or the last Bond Warden. Let's do this best 3. We can definitely side these in if we're against a more aggressive deck or something. And 2 more cuts. Probably for curve considerations, it's a Moloch. Since we only have 2 sagas, 2 battles, though would be nice to play that and then play Zendikar and take it down. But I think we're okay. That is a little rough because we would like to put counters on those things, and we've left ourselves with 1, 2, 3 back. That's it now? Yeah. Maybe that's not ideal. No, this does work with our incubate though. Yeah. And I guess we have a 4th one, Negotiator. I'll cut one of these. That might not be right. So yeah, we could run this. Given that we have Zendikar, Invasion of Zendikar, and Surveyor, it's probably just 1 island, 1 swamp. Let me see. This needs a red to flip. That needs a blue to flip. But I don't think we put in 2 islands. No, I think 1 island, 1 swamp. And then with the remaining 15 lands, it's probably 8 green, 7 white, it looks like. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I hope that was a fun little draft to watch. I'll probably be posting a few more of these leading up to the set. And yeah, thanks for checking it out. Hope you have a good one.